RTL! Editorial News, Cable News Report, Weekend Review for April 3rd, 2011 continues with, well, once again, the protest violence continues. Over the week, you know, it started in Tunisia and Algeria, the big one in Egypt, Yemen, Jordan, Lebanon, and now Syria. Hey, it's happening. Here's the story.
Well, let's talk now to Mahmoud, who is a political scientist based here in the UK, who has family in the city of Daraa. Can I just ask you, what have your relatives been saying to you?
Well, I managed to speak to 4 individuals, including some of my relatives. The situation is really bad. There's no electricity, no water, and as of now, there is no communication whatsoever. Is shot by live ammunition. The situation is worsened because some people from other neighboring villages trying to make their way to ease the siege on and mukhabarat officers. This is the reported death actually came from those demonstrators trying to reach the old city of Daraa. I cannot tell you who I have spoken to exactly because they are at risk of being arrested and possibly...
Outside Daraa, the police had fired on hundreds of protesters marching towards the city. The death toll is high according to eyewitnesses, but it has been hard to verify the number of casualties. People came to Daraa from neighboring cities to show their solidarity after the deadly attack on a mosque in the old part of the city.
We are here in the city of Daraa. We managed to come here to check for ourselves what's happening on the ground. It's been difficult to move around.
Residents say the mosque was being used as a first aid post to treat people hurt in days of clashes with the police. They want changes in the regime of President Bashar al-Assad, whose Ba'ath Party has ruled Syria for 40 years. In the early hours of Wednesday, the security forces had cut the electricity supply to the mosque and attacked with tear gas.
Yes, Syria is taking it. Even Libya is still taking it.
The Libyan government is denying its forces have breached its ceasefire, despite the latest pictures from the rebel stronghold of Benghazi. The video, filmed on Saturday, appears to show a fighter plane falling from the sky and then a column of black smoke rising. As well as the air attacks, the insurgents say there have been a number of running skirmishes with ground forces. There have also been claims that the town of Misrata came under attack again after the ceasefire. The claims can't be verified at the moment, and the Libyan government is denying any such attacks. The announcement of a ceasefire by Libya's foreign minister on Friday was unequivocal and was due to take effect immediately. But while it was welcomed, those countries responding said they would treat it with caution and see what happens on the ground. In the capital Tripoli, Gaddafi supporters demonstrated in support of their leader on Friday. In celebratory and defiant mood, they chanted and held up banners scathing of the UN resolution, with France as one of their main targets for derision.
They love me, all my people with me. They love me all.
Right now, you got the US, UK, and France still bombing that area, trying to help the rebels, or should I say the protesters. Yes, even though Gaddafi is saying is those protesters, and they on hallucinated drugs.
These people have been drugged. They are on hallucinogenic drugs.
Oh well. But anyway, it doesn't matter because coming to Nyeri, Kenya on April 15, 16, and 17, God's prophet, Dr. David Edward O'Rourke, is coming to Nyeri, Kenya. And he's giving God's final message to earth. Right now, if you heard him on YouTube, he's saying, time is over. He prophesied that, and he's saying, time is over. Time is over, Libya. Time is over, Gaddafi. And time is over, Syria. So, be ready, be informed, as God's prophet, Dr. David Edward O'Rourke, comes to Nyeri, Kenya on April 15, 16, and 17. And I'll be back with another story on the LTL Editorial News, the Cable News Report Weekend Review.